Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Tuesday, March 1st. Is the first day of March. April 1st is the first day of April. And it is 9:25 a.m. Eastern Time in US. I am testing here this uh, our, I have a guy who has asked if I can stream in bigger, a higher resolution. I don't know how to do that. This is automatic. I thought I was streaming in the higher as possible without disturbing what I can see or the data that I receive from the markets. But I think it will take some time to do that. I will try to explain that this is because I think it's because the screen that you are watching now is actually kind of like a bigger one. I have a set of three screens, one on the side. Um, I guess I showed it yesterday. I showed it yesterday, and I have these two screens, right? This is one. This is one here, two, three. This is the main one that I use. But this is 40 inches. This is 40 inches. I see these are 24. And for some reason, when I use this to stream, the resolution in the other side sometimes is hard to see. I don't have problems when I watch these streams on my cell phone. They are really clear. Or when I use this screen to watch the stream, the recordings, they're really good. But when I watch in here using this, it really lowers. Sometimes it's not that good, especially when I use these charts here, these ones. And I happen to have the same thing happening in Discord as well. The solution I have is to grab only one screen, not display in this case, but a window. I can use this window, and that will be better. But more often, I have to when I talk, I have to highlight. I have to refer to bar charts, like bigger, like daily, weekly, and monthly bar charts. And when I do that way, when I stream just screens, I can do that. I can do, but it is more cumbersome. So please forgive me for the quality. You cannot watch the right way, but I'm looking to see how can I fix that. Now, to the market. I really have only 5 minutes here. Before going before going to what's happening, what happened yesterday, just want to notice something here. Now we have a monthly. You have this month. No, it's very mechanical even in the bigger time frame. This is almost a 50% pullback from this year-over-year advance the market has had. Even in the monthly, is very mechanical. Now, if you check, you have this 5 month range here, and the market is opening below this range. So in the bigger time frame, I am looking at this, right? The market may be building another range here or coming back inside. If the market comes back, it's going to open below this range. If it comes back in here, well, then look towards this upper side. But feels market has to deal. Feels coming back inside this 5 month range, and then coming back inside this 3 month range, and then probably targeting this all-time high. But There's not just not let go too far ahead of ourselves in that thing. That's a bigger time frame. The weekly, something is happening here. Now we have a 4-week range now. Just below this bigger 16-day range, the market has got inside this range, has been rejected, and now I'm using this whole range here, like a 21-week range, as a reference in the upper side of possible resistance. And this trend line, this is an old trend line here, right? So first, rejection of penetration of this range, rejection of this range as well, and now the market is forming a 4-week range. This being the 50% year-over-year pullback, and this is exactly half back down here. This one is 5,500, very mechanical. Okay. Now the daily. Look at this. There was not stepping when the market was rallying here, showing short covering mode. The same thing is happening, or has happened when the market was going to the downside, and now inventory is very short, and that take us. You can see how these two ranges have been taken back. This take us to what happened yesterday. All right. I hope you were not caught short yesterday. The only trade that was available yesterday was to the upside. This is short covering, just short covering here. Volume, it has, I guess we closed the stream yesterday saying there was a really nice selling here happening in this opening period. Right, that was the thing that I noticed, and after that it was only short cover. High volume on the opening, the market trying to go to the downside, taking this overnight range that was short, and after that pure short covering and nothing else after that. And now into the opening, what I am watching here is this double distribution, where the market opens relative to these two distributions and what the market does with this distribution here. Notice where this overnight low is, exactly at the high of the lower distribution, and that's why I call in lower distributions. That's why I call in this stream distributions and short covering day, because yesterday was a short covering day. What happens after that is what I'm checking here. What happens after short covering and, right, the distributions here. Very elongated market to the upside. Several say inventory is fair. Don't pay attention to these charts on the right. What I am doing here. I am testing Sierra to see if I can have the same features that Windows Trader has. Just pay attention to this one here. Notice where this high is, exactly half back. All right. What is the relevance of the double distributions here? That's the thing, right? Yes, this market is to the downside, just to the downside here. And the market opened yesterday with a significant gap to the downside, and the gap was closed. Lower volume than yesterday at the opening. No. Closing these distributions here. This is very questionable here as well. Just look at where it is. The first. Now this low here is really bad here. Really bad, because it's adding to this K and L from yesterday. We have now 4. This is Sierra. Well, you can see that we have 2 lows here. This is the low here. This one and this one. This low is no good, man. This low is no good. And why is so relevant to have double distributions? Because I treat distributions are sinus change, right? In the same fashion as gaps. I treat these distributions as two separate days. I can very well, for example, do this. Well, I can do this, okay? I can do this as a 1 day here, and this one as another day. Right? This is 1 day, this is another day. This is the low of this is the high of the first day, and this is also the low, and this is the low of the second day. Right? And why that is important? Because while many people would see this as an inside day so far, a day in balance, this actually is starting a trend to the upside. We have one down here, another one here, and this one is in balance with the upper distribution. That's it. Right? I still see, I am going to carry the information that I have from yesterday. That's something that I have not forgotten, how the selling was happening yesterday. But sometimes when we see something, we have the urge of act right now. Sometimes you just have to wait. This high kind of like has been repaired. I don't consider it repaired. This high is not good. This low is not good. Look at this. Right? You got 1, 2, 3 lows now. If any, this high is better. You have settled here. This is the overnight, and have a bunch of trade going lower, short covering, long liquidation. I would say inventory is slightly short here. Overnight inventory. Significant amount of inventory though. This is not 380. This is not bad, man. There is something here. And the relevance of the overnight inventory is that this weak hand traders here. Weak hand trading here. Remember, I always have my daily charts here inside. I'm checking here, for example, volume is significant. Yesterday it opened with 110,000. This is the composite, and now we have less than 90. So that to begin is lower. We don't have the same volume today as yesterday. We have lower volume. As usual, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Or if you have any comments, that's even better. We don't have to agree. Oh, I forgot to open the mode. I forgot to open my monkey charts here. Probably market profile has been registered. Probably that's why. Okay, we have profile forming here. I haven't updated my my references here. Oh. Detach. Let's do another one here, and this one is going to be expanded. Oh, come on. Awesome. All right. settle. Edit properties. I may miss something here. 56, 53. Is settle now. Last. Okay, this law has been corrected. Now the next thing, right? If there is something to the downside, this distribution will be closed. Edit properties. How much is last? 56.44. Okay. All right. Now this one. You know, look. Technically, this one. I'm going to put it. I'm going to put a line here. No, look at that. I'm going to put a line here. The thing of window trade is so easy, man. It's so easy to use, right? So user friendly. This was questionable intraday low. This low here has repaired this. This low, this high also technically is good. It's a couple ticks above this, so we are good here. Quote unquote good, right? In Sierra, no, just to get these things, for the first thing is I have to ask somebody, to share a template, and this guy Edwin gave me this thing, and I could do something here, right, to have these things, right. I figured out how to match this volume profile, daily profiles, to what I have here. Right? I still trying to figure out what I have here in the just for one period, for the first period, right? For the last period, because what I have here is just accumulated, which is really good actually. For example, what I will look here is for these areas, right? Look at what this market can. It might come revisit. Where it is? Oh no, this is the overlay. That one doesn't count. When this open, it can check this area. What the market does relative. Look at here. It don't even come here to challenge this one. So these ones, what they were. These ones were longs. These are praying here. Okay, let's play the market come back to me, right? If that doesn't happen, the potential, and I'm talking just, remember, this is kind of like a technical talk, and this is the part of the thinking that you do as in your homework, is the lower side has this area, right? And I have this here, and this one here, right? You just pay attention how to relate. Again, the beauty of window is that is way easier, very, very, very user friendly. I think window is the best trading, right? Whites, purple, some reds here, some reds here. So that I have. That's something I want, right? The next thing I want to do is I want to have the daily, which is what I have here, and also profile for one period. I have this one here, that is forming here. This one is the data. This is the same data. In here is delayed. I have delayed data. I'm testing Sierra. I have delayed data here. But this is exactly the same thing. And this is what I am most interested in. These histograms here, the histograms visually help. Okay, it gives you a really nice idea where the higher volume is, right, in here. But because I already know this, kind of like have a pretty good idea about these hips and valleys here. Right? I got a pretty good idea where they are, especially now that I have figured out how to highlight the reds here in Sierra chart. This is really nice. If you want this, just let me know. I can forward to you. All right. Let's minimize this one, close this thing, and focus in today's action. As you can see, there's absolutely no reference here where the market is right now. So I'll call this the market in nowhere land, right? Still, you know, it's inside, opening inside previous day range. Now, feel free to call it inside the opening range, inside this range, whatever. Right? And I'm using this low, this distribution close as a relevant piece of information here. I am negative. I have a negative bias here from yesterday. There was no stair stepping. There is no stair stepping in this market yet when it's coming lower. So I was expecting, and that's the bad thing, right? In trading, you shouldn't expect anything here. All right, this break has cleared some of the weak longs here. There must be something to the upside here, actually. Could be something to the upside. You know what those kind of movements do is they remove the stops, right? If there is something serious to the downside, the market will come back slowly. If not, that's clearing the weak longs and up we go. And the next thing, right? Don't be too impatient to place anything here. Really. Distribution close is at 17.50. Oh, there is something else here, really important. I will call overnight POC 37.75. 37.75. Overnight hardback. $6.41. Notice how I'm checking this. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. 9%. This is 9%. Where is 9%? Where I don't have 9% here. Oh. Oh, that was PMI. No. Yeah, I think it was this movement was PMI. Where is 5% here? I don't have 5%. What the heck? Okay, I have 7% here. Let's duplicate this and change it. Edit property to 9%. 9%, which is going to be 56.11. Notice where it is now and where it's going to 56. It's going to come back. It's going to come down here. Oh, where are you going? What the heck? Where it went? Oh God. Let's do it again. Edit 9%, 56.11. I guess I made like 56,000. Okay. What? Oh, it's right here. It's right behind this. Edit properly. I have two here. Let's delete, right? Remove drawing, remove this. Remove drawing, remove this drawing. I also have here 9% from all-time highs. It's also a very questionable low. It was yesterday and it was corrected. Edit properties, so this is not far wide low anymore. This is 5%, 9% pullback. VIX is 22, expectable again, 1-2% ranges. What else do I have here from yesterday? Of course, the high is very questionable. The high is very questionable at 8%. This low was impressive to the tick to this questionable low. I'm calling questionable low. Questionable 331 low. Right? Duplicate. I'm going to move this up here and call it edit properties questionable 331 low. It has good access though. It has good access, but I call it this is weak intraday low. This is too wide. This is not good. Which is this one. This one also is very questionable. Huh? All right. It seems like we have something here. Oh, my main reference for today, really my main is this. Forgot to mention this. It is what the market closes this one, right? Remaining above this one is a continuation of yesterday. Notice, however, where the market opened inside this M, and A today is actually ending, right? It's ending the action to the upside. What we have after that? Are we going to have range? Is this going to be a pullback as it was yesterday? No, remember, we have long inventory now. This market is going from super long inventory to super short, in no time. Very mechanical market, very questionable participants here. Overnight high overnight high is 63.50. 63.50 duplicate 63.50. 63.50. Overnight high. Overnight low is, oh boy, this is no good, 18. Name overnight low. This is all I need from the chart. From all these actions, all these things that happen, this is the four pieces I need. Low, POC, halfback, overnight high. What the market does relative to that. You have this weekly low. Where is this weekly low? I just saw a weekly. Oh, this one. Oh shit! Look at where it was sold. What is that? Okay, what is that? Is this here? This one here. Okay, this one here. There can be something here. There can be something here. Okay. That can be a really important piece of information now. There is paying a lot of attention to these properties. 50, 65, 50, 50, this 56, 50, 50. 50, 50 is this one. This is weekly low. Weekly low. That's previous week low, right? Isn't it? Yeah. Previous week low. Let's see. The fact that this has stopped right there is another indication who is here in this market. Right? I haven't placed any trade here. No trades. I have no urge. I'm not in a hurry to place any here. Please let me know if you have any questions. Oh, let me check something. Regarding, and this is regarding the stream. I am going to put here I am going to call the stream in YouTube regarding, and this is regarding the stream. Oh, all right. You know, in my second screen, I don't have issues here. I can see it clear. Right? This one here. Let's maximize this one. When I maximize this, oh, this looks really bad. Now, yeah, let me change this to another screen. And I want to show you this. I got this. Let me increase this so I can check. I can show you how it looks in my small screens. All right. Okay. Let's see. Display. This is display 1 or 2. No, that was place. Yeah, this is it. This is the other screen. This is my second screen. As you can see, it doesn't look bad there. Right? Can it be better? I think so. Let me see. There's a lot of chop in this market. There's a lot of chop in this market, man. Now what matters is this here. Come on, man, really? What the heck? Alright, right there. I guess you were right. Sometimes it just goes really awful. I mean, this is. I guess that's why. I mean, the reason that this can be, I have just too much data using here. I have the Stream app. I have Thinkorswim. I have Photon. I have Window Trader open. I have so many programs here. I guess that is, and if I check how many resources I'm using here, I'm using 70. I don't like when this is too high. I like this. I like to use 50. Okay. Please forgive if you have any suggestions to how to improve, please just let me know. As you can see, I'm not doing anything here relative to trading. Not doing anything here. Man, Twitch looks really good here. All right. Now the thing. Let's go back to the double distributions and short covering day. When we identify a day, we always say short covering weakens the market, right? Oh, okay, short covering weakens the market. We had short covering day. Now the market is going to break. No, we have this impulse, no, and try to act right away. As soon as we identify something, we want to take action on that. And it's not trading doesn't work like that. These are pieces of information that we need to carry and use that information to place a trade. When that is the $1 million question, because this business of trading is always speculative, right? I say all the time, I am not here. I'm not here to call trades, and I'm not here to predict what the market is going to do. The first thing I need to figure out, or try to figure out, or it's my goal to do, is to find out what the market is doing. Man, look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that. Man. Did you see the chop that was happening so far? And look at the action they had. This is clearing, right? This is clearing. We have ISM here. This is clearing all the shorts, all the longs that were in this market, with the mentality. This market has been rallying. The rallying is going to continue rallying. So there's a lot of longs here. Another set of traders are this is a market is too high. It's going to break down and it's going to break again because the market, all the trends are to the downside, and I am short. And what you have seen here in a fraction of seconds, right? The market has gone back and forth like 2 times, 10 points, 10 points higher, 10 points lower. There's nothing here right now. There's nothing here right now. What do I do here? If I was trading here, probably I would have been stopped like multiple times so far. And this is the thing, right? The conditions, right, that we have yesterday for the break that happened at the opening, disregarding how short the inventory was, it was one thing, right? And the short covering that followed that was another thing, right? But those two things were closely related. Now, today, the surrounding circumstances, right, in which the market is at right now are completely different from yesterday. If you want to apply what you did yesterday to today's market, is very dangerous, right? The odds or being successful are really low. There's a lot of chop that's going on right now. Lots of chop here. Let's check volume. Let's bring back volume here. Look at this, man. Look at this. I want to look at. Oh, come on. I cannot magnify this. But let me see. I want to do something else. I want to screenshot this thing. Okay. I'm going to screenshot. I think that's going to be better. I'm going to, because I want to show you something here. Right? This is another thing, right? Volume. Look at volume, how much volume we have yesterday relative to the previous day, right? Can you see? Hope you can see this. About this was yesterday, and this much is almost about 30% higher, man. As the day developed, it decreases. This one is maybe 5% higher total, right? Just check it out. This is 4 million, this is 425. How much is that? Let's calculate, right? 425 divided by 400, 6% higher, right? How we decrease it as the day developed. That's why I'm saying there was a significant volume at the opening, right? But was decreasing as the day developed. And now, today at the opening, we talk about this, no? That this opening was 110, and today it has less than 90. And notice how much volume we have here. Really low volume relative to yesterday. So higher prices, which is what we have here, which is we have up here, are not attracting volume, are not attracting buyers. That's what I got. I have a bias, but I am not in a hurry to place any trade here. If any, I will see value developing, how this value develops, right? Relative to this day first, and relative, trending days, I don't check values on trending, but anyway, if the market keeps trying to go lower and at least cannot move inside this blue area, which is previous day value, again, this is a trending day. I don't get fixated on that. But the idea is that, right? There's tremendous chop here, man. Tremendous chop. And this is the day that follows short covering day. It's a completely different day. Yesterday, we have two opportunities. If you were with the market, with the bigger trends and trying to short the market, probably you have really, really bad day, or it was really hard, unless you have an idea of what was going on and you saw and weighed the opportunities. The first one was really fast, had to act fast, which was at the opening, and the second one was very late in the session, and you have to have a lot of patience for that. Because as inventory gets long here, you can see, as inventory gets long, questionable buying here, questionable buying here, questionable buying here, questionable buying here. This long inventory, this inventory is being held by, it was being held by weak hands. And weak hands usually don't take trades overnight. And there has to be some kind of rebalancing there. They are going to close the positions, and that was it here. And when this market, the first thing, or one of the first things when it's open, gosh, man, look at this, where it is, right? There was a really nice mechanical anchor trade here, right? I got one short here. I was just, how I can get long in this market, right? That was one thing. It was so frustrating for me to do that. But that was the only trade. The second trade to the upside, notice how this market is now closing this distribution here. All right. The second one was here. Notice where it made a high. Exactly 8%. Exactly 8%. So very late in the session. Very late in the session, probably that was going to be a high. And that was it. Right? That was it. That was the second short. But if you try to do that without context, and if that's your strategy all the time to play against the market, the odds of success are very low. Right? Now, the first negative sign here in this market is what we are watching here. Yesterday's distributions have been closed. The potential thing now, the next thing can be this area. Oh, there was something else. Something was really nice as well from yesterday. This area here. This blue area here that I highlighted here. I have this area from this day. There was lots of volume, lots of trade here around this area. I am keeping this area. When the market comes back here in this fashion, short going amount, more, has really good odds that this area was going to be used as a support or a resistance here in this market. You have this one. Again, exactness kills, but the next thing was this one. Okay. Yesterday was very mechanical. What I don't like for this day, okay, is the chop. Porque te quiero mucho, yo no puedo olvidarte. No pierdo la esperanza de volver. Okay, this is something that you have to do. It's part of the strategy. This is my trading journal. What kind of day we have here? Well, what kind of day? I am giving you some clues here when I put that into the so far. Two periods are not enough to label a day, but I have seen lots of chop so far. Inventory went from too short to too long in one day, in one session. That's my main observation here. Notice where the market is stopping. No, it's sold from previous week low. Now it's buying from previous week. Clearly no volume here. There was something here to the upside that failed. What do we have? What kind of news we have in the deck? Today's Tuesday, right? Consumer confidence. Oh, consumer confidence. Yee, that was consumer confidence. That's big back and forth we had, right? 4-1. My bad. That was. This is not. This is outdated. This is now. PMI, ISM, JOLTS. Huh. JOLTS. This is important. I haven't checked that. JOLTS. What do we have in JOLTS? You want to see a number? Probably was bad. JOLTS 7.74. Yes, increase. This is not good. Man, this market is getting so short, man. Really fast. Volume is so low, brother. Okay. Now, remember what we talk about. What is Sierra? And these areas here from yesterday. This one here. This one here. And let's see. It didn't take this one. It's just like touch it. Let's see if it takes this one. There's a lot of longs here. Lots of long here. All right. It has been. It is 10:15. Unless you have a question here or comment, I will be calling it a day. Hey Ari, how are you, man? I saw you are here. Community. Please let me know if you have any questions, brother, or comments. You know, one of the first things that we have identified here is the type of day. Well, I have a lot of chop here. Lots of chop. Monkey bars here. Yeah, it's pretty hard for traders, you know, to switch here. It was pretty hard to switch from short to long. Now, pretty hard to switch after they have seen this huge rally here, this trending day we have yesterday. Now switch, you know, switch the brain, right? Switch the mindset here. This area here that I highlighted in my charts, 78, 75, 78, 75, 78, 56, 78, 56, 78, where are you? 56, 75 to 78, okay. That area here. This is keep this area for future references. This market is using this as a pivot. And the relevance of homework, you got to do your homework every single freaking time, man. It's your homework when you plan. This is very basic, simple homework, you know. There's many things in the brain. Most that I am writing here are technicals. 16-week range. We talk really fast during the opening or before the opening here. Then from lower this is really important here. No. Talk about this one. I didn't talk like this about this, but it's something I noticed yesterday. Right? And how bonds gold making new highs is just a sign or insult. I think crude rising is not good. It's not good for fighting inflation. Next week we have, I guess this week we have non-farm payrolls on Friday. That is going to be, I guess, these layoffs that we have had last month about this dog stuff like this. A lot of things that happen. I think that's going to be reflected now in these non-farm payrolls that is coming. And markets are always looking forward. I'm forward looking. That can be in play now. This is the fifth sign of negative. As I say, you don't need window trader. You have it here in those. Below the 9% pullback. Notice what kind of reference of how the market is acting here, right? There's a lot of chop here, man. Lots of chop. Now, I'm going to close this thing and wait for something here. Notice where this market is stopping now. What do we have here? Half back, right? It stopped one tick from this previous week. But this is just this is the thing. Right? What I talk here is about my observations, right? And all this talk about reference, buying here, buying there, is because I am trying to identify who is here and doing what. Who is here doing what? Look at where it's stopping. You know, comes down, pull back. Look at where it stops here. If there is serious selling here, it will not stop there. It will just keep going like hot knife through butter this. And we have POC now. Notice how wide, how volume here. Look at where it stops here. Right here. Can you see this? You know, stops here. And there's a small rally that happens there. This is not a sign of serious selling here. Look at this. Whites, very narrow whites. No? And that's what I'm looking for in Sierra here. Look at this. Yellow. I mean whites. And this is still A or B? Is it a B? No, it's A. It's B now. This is A. Here. Look at that, man. Come on, brother. Look at that. Where it has stopped. This is who is here, man. Who is here? look at the high, look at the low. This kind of lows, if there's something to the upside, this kind of lows doesn't help to the upside. So probably, and look at tremendous, look at this big volume here. And this is the thing I don't have in. This is delta. I should be able to see. I would love to have the here. I have here already, but for some reason I cannot do the same thing that I have here. I cannot color it this in red. I would love to have this red. Right? It highlights, right? And how this moves, right? This moves. There's a range extension just enough to move half back for the current period down to here. And this is the technical part, what I'm talking about here. Just the technical. Okay? And markets trading is not about that. This is not a science. Okay. Look at where more likely there is going to be selling coming from this higher high. Okay. Just happened, right? Come back up to here, and they are selling now from this high, the high of yesterday, or the high of the lower distribution, right? Look at that. That gives you an idea, right? There's a lot of back and forth here, a lot of chops, right? I haven't seen the market stalling on the upper side. I haven't seen the market stalling on the lower side to take a long, to take a short. No, there's a tremendous chop here. Tremendous chop here. The chop that has been here is just brutal. All right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. I wish you a good trading day. If you have any questions, please just feel free to contact me to any through comments in YouTube. Or I guess you cannot do that on Twitch, but you can just post it on YouTube, man. Or you want to join the Discord? The Discord is there for to share points of view from all. The Discord is not that big. Let me show you what I have here. This is the one. No, we are few people here. Health trades health trades Nasdaq. Adrian has a group that also I believe trades Nasdaq. He's Spanish. He has a Spanish Spanish speaking Discord up here. MP Trading Club. Health is mental health. And Lone Wolf, I don't know where is he. I guess he's in Europe as well. No, but if there is something, I just put it here. You want an invitation link? I'm going to post this link in the comment section on YouTube. no, in the comments, in the chat, in this chat. Out we go. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe, my friends, and see you tomorrow. Hope I can see you tomorrow. Bye bye.